ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you Neurostrike Labs, our first map of the week in Neurostrike. I'm happy to be here. I'm Sino, your host. Hope you guys are having a great night. I know I am. You're going to have True Synergy Gaming versus Flotation Station today at its best out of one series in the group stages. How is everyone's night? Because I know mine is absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look here at the standings while we wait for these guys to finish up banning. You do have TSG leading their bracket here with 2 wins on the board, 6 points in total. Flotation Station, I mean, not really doing that bad. They're not at the bottom compared to Dream Esports, where we saw TSG give them BTA in the previous. But they're currently looking at a 3-point advantage where they are going to be trailing by 3 to True Synergy. So True Synergy can either go up to 9 points or get left at level 6-6 if we can see a big upset here from Flotation Station. But as I yap on, we are ready to get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. TSG gets to start off here with defense first. They get to have the absolute pleasure of playing this map out here. I mean, Nighthaven is going to be one of those maps that hasn't gotten revamped yet. With the coming of the next season, we might be able to see it, but as of now, it's going to be that map that remains untouched for the season. Regardless of that, the ban system will stay the same in terms of new siege. You're going to have those 2 bans in that 3rd one after this round. Leaving this for open interpretation, I mean, I'm loving the new ban system for competitive and ranked. Might not be the smartest of ideas, but it's not that bad when it comes to comp. I mean, you need to be able to take care of the wide variety of operators, especially in this new season. There's just operators who are going to continue to get added to the game, continue to pool up, and it's going to continue to become a problem once you only stick to a system that only allowed 2 bans. Previously, we saw TSG attack here, and they were taking care of business. A 7-3 scoreline is what I think it was. And we saw Rin with that Warden shotgun close and electrical where he took care of business. Anybody who walked into his sight got deleted from the gate. They look to clear out. The breach is the first on the chopping block, but first blood goes into the favor of Flotation Station as Ash punishes Mookie to the verticality. I mean, he is an absolute pivotal player, especially when he tries to deny that breach. Okay, trying to play aggressive here. Cheek is the one who will be successful, but will get shut out right after. Sneeze sitting close left. That's beautiful positioning here, but Blackbeard will capitalize. It's mayhem all over the map. Cheek is not going to be able to be rezzed here without putting Rin at risk. Blackbeard sitting closer, waiting to capitalize on this, and he looks like he's just going to stick the res, but that frag grenade takes out that opportunity to be able to pick up your teammate. Shotgun, not doing damage, but will hit him with the shock, so it will slow Blackbeard down for a couple of seconds while his teammates group up onto him. It's going to be a continuous game of bringing around the Rosie, and the double team between Holy and the Blackbeard right onto him is going to be the first round for Flotation Station. Beautiful first round attack, and I mean, Nighthaven Labs usually is predominantly defensive-sided. But once you bring the right utility, once you're in this new meta and you ban operators like Tabaro, like Clash, you're changing out that meta. You're changing out the playstyle, and you're starting to make it become a problem for these defenders. If you take away all of the crutches, if you take away the operators that are very essential, then you're just going to have a horrible time when it comes to defense. And the first run goes to Flotation Station in a beautiful execute after they lost those first two casualties outside that IT breach. They'll be trying this site yet again. You'll have the same classic Rin playing with the shield on the top of Waterfall, with the rest of the team setting up, looking to get active here in that a chassis. Now, somebody who's been a classic powerhouse for his team, Mookie paired up with Rin. 2 players that know exactly what they want to do. I mean, shut out very early. I mean, only 2 kills on the board here for TSG as a whole. That'll become a problem, but it's still in the early stages of the map. Right now, Flotation Station are the ones that are fighting to go to the first or second dependent spot, and that will all depend on the table and the table's points. It's all about the round difference, so if FS can take a crazy high score difference here, then they can mount that top of the bracket here, because TSG is the only team, I think, so far in the standings who haven't lost their matches. So, Lots to be won here. First blood this time going in the favor of Rin. He'll get himself on the board and take care of Conqueror. That'll be the Blackbeard taken care of. And that is a spearhead of the attack taken care of. Ash is now going to be the secondary person who's going to be that entry. But right now, losing your Blackbeard is absolutely crucial. As we switch off, Sneeze is going to prevail in his first gunfight of the round, taking care of Mystic. 1 minute in, we've already seen 2 casualties. And now both teams go for a quick reset while we wait on in for the next attempt of a roam. Waiting to run out the clock here, but Holy knows exactly what Slasher's trying to do. Tries to hide out there in the bushes, gets aggressive after a certain amount of time, and will win that gunfight. Mookie, though, punishes right after, taking care of the Dokkaebi. Looking to find that double. Headshot can't quite connect, connects with that window frame instead. 90 seconds left on the clock, and it's Mookie looking to get lucky here, fighting his way out. I mean, the Phantom pressure is crazy. He thinks there's somebody in the meeting hall, but buddy, there's nobody even pressuring you. There was somebody in the connector, but they're now long gone. One of them's in electrical, and the other one's outside the meeting window. What are you going to be able to do here? You're trying to run out the clock. You're trying to really find the picks. You're trying to do something here, but the question is, what is it? And it looks like a headshot is directly the answer to that question. Mookie for 2. Electrical, Rin with shotgun. I mean, history repeats itself twice, and that'll be 1-1 as the banter from Mookie will rain on into the chat. Beautiful, beautiful real round is what I like to call those. Those are the rounds where teams take a second to realize what they've done wrong and they reel it all back in. Beautiful from TSG. They've lost, they didn't manage, and they lost that first round for a reason. The Blackbeard just floated into that upstairs rafters area. See what I did there? Flotation station, floated. And from there, he made 2 picks and finished off the man that was down with that frag grenade. Now, that's lethal. But right now, we've seen TSG with a response round of their own and has gone absolutely crazy from then on in. From here, you're going to have TSG left at level as they look to approach that basement site. Multiple ways to be playing this, but the last time we casted TSG on Nighthaven Labs, we've seen the fact that they like to reinforce the garage wall, extend onto the Animus hatch, and have the verticality aspect. And to back it up, when Valk isn't banned, they like to capitalize her as well. I mean, Mookie, consistently speaking. I mean, the banter, it gets to a point. Boots already on the ground. Very aggressive attack here, but again, not extending into kitchen allows you to be able to make this much progress in a short amount of time. It'll become a problem, though, once you're flying in and you're having the drones bring you into the building. You need to be able to drone and then walk into the building, because if you don't, a Vigil going crazy on a roam or a C4 to this case will take care of you. First blood in the favor of TSG as Mookie takes care of Mystic. That's the spearhead of the attack taken care of, as Ash was the only spearhead of that attack. And now leaving Conqueror in an absolute waylands as Mookie is refragged out by Cougar, as now it's left at level. Your Valk is now gone, already C4 used. One in kitchen, one in calf, and in the meantime, Slash will find a refrag of his own. Vigil on the verticality, taking down Cook to 1 HP, finished off, Impact, and the K1A do the job together. Damage being dealt. Slasher looking to capitalize on the verticality, taking him down to 1 HP, but not enough. 3v2, as now a lot of these defenders are very high health, and they don't even need to push here. Thermite has the breach open, but Conqueror's supposed to be the man that plays Overwatch from above. The Hellman who rains down bullets from above, but he doesn't have enough health to be able to play this aggressive. I mean, you landed 90% of your shots, but you just couldn't do anything with it because you're still 1 HP. That'll be the kill. He doesn't know he's downed yet. But again, the Thermite's across the map. There's nothing to do about this, as you're just going to waltz on in. Where is it? Where is anybody in this site? I mean, Thermite has the case in hand. They do have the Animus hatch open, but they have nothing for this B chassis. Verticality is not established. They're looking for the Thermite, and Kanji is now learning that there's nobody near. Looking like the defenders are starting to go right back down into the site, but buddy, what are you going to do when you realize that the Fuser has gone down? Free plant gifted to you. And now you'll have Cheek on the front lines looking to address first. Rin floating in from cargo as well in a 3v1 situation where if he wins this, he goes down as that man, the Impressionist. But very short-lived. Toxicity raining on in. It'll be Rin for the kill to shoot the body and Cheek to defuse the diffuser. Second round in a row for TSG, as they now know exactly what they want to do. Third and last ban until we go to the attacker-defender switch is going to reign on in. Both teams have come to the genuine idea of what they want to do. Thermite getting taken care of here for TSG, meaning 3 of the most critical hard breachers have been taken care of. And this is what I mean with this new tactic. I mean, you've now brought in 3 hard breachers, and now they've all been taken care of. Maverick helps the hard breachers. He can go through the hard breachers with his blowtorch, and Ace and Thermite are the best 2 hard breachers in the game simply. It becomes a problem now when you can't use a single one for the remainder of the time you are on attack. They still have 3 rounds left on attack, and it's going to be a problem for them. Shout out Yellow for the subscription, my friends. I mean, exclamation marks up for that ad-free viewing. But I gotta add a graphic for that. Can't be saying that midstream. Ella is going to be a little bit of an interesting pick here, but I've been seeing a lot of it. A lot of Ella play in the Siege X. But as of now, a little bit concerning here for Flotation Station. You guys took so much control when you brought that Blackbeard onto the board. Now, from there, you haven't brought it a single time. Your best round arguably had a Blackbeard. The next, yes, granted you got dissected with a shield up on the board, but now you're relying on Mystic on entry, and the man is 1-4, or 1-3, my apologies. That becomes a problem. One more round until that perimeter unlocks that upstairs site for them yet again. Their near victory of that basement allows them to play on that mid-floor. Storage Warehouse. The name of the game in First Blood goes in the favor of Mystic, as he apparently hears me. The Caster's Curse strikes for TSG, as they'll lose First Blood. They're looking to polish up the attacks, and right now your main idea is to not allow them to build up such a large margin. When you switch, it is going to be undeniably hard to come back from. Slasher looking to predict where he's going to go on the C4. What a beautiful read. 2 players to take the spot of Conqueror as they waltz on into Electrical. But Slasher, I mean, no need to swing extra until he has that utility thrown at him. The TCSG in the pocket, I mean, an absolute heavy-hitting weapon. It's a slug shotgun. You even have the 2.5 scope on it. You're going to have a great old time. ACOG in his hands. He's now camping out behind the server pillar. He's looking to just waste out the clock here. Mystic looking to get lucky at distance, but no bueno, as now even more aid for the defenders is coming up, as Ren has walked up Aqua and posted up in command center. Mystic falls to Mookie, as now this is becoming a problem. Ren with a distance shot outside of IT, and now Slasher looks to get close in the distance. Twitch, that CMR, if it was that after, you would have gotten deleted, but Holy and Cougar will reel it back in. 2v2 is the name of the game, and now one man is very, very low. If Cougar walks up into this verticality, he will get shredded from below. But a reposition is imminent, and now it's going to be a 1v2 as Mookie is the verticality king. Plays in from below, shoots out the toes of Holy, and now Cougar's at 1 HP. Kid is loose, and there's a minute left on the clock. Nobody with the means to swing. They just have to run up the clock, and this guy is still talking in the all chat. I mean, honestly, once you know you've broken your opponent's minds, once you know the banter has worked, then it'll become a lot more easy to be able to penetrate the rounds and penetrate their defenses or attacks. As they look to advance on towards Warehouse, you now have the kit in hand, but now you need to be mindful of all that utility. They will do a classic rotate. One will go above to play verticality, the other will post up and lounge. Pierces the needle at distance. 20 seconds left and Mookie will go down. Cougar really is trying to get around for his team here. Could put him up at level, but if he falls this time, they'll have a 2-round advantage. He now knows there's a man on the verticality. As he looks to seek refuge on the other side, he's going to play on one of the harder areas to be able to deny from. Can you find him? One toe shot is enough to deal the damage to take care of him. Diffuser done dusted round. TSG and a 2-round advantage has now been claimed. I mean, this guy Mookie, man. I respect the idea of trying to penetrate his team's mind. But as of now, Flotation Station will trail by 2 rounds. They have this round and the next to be able to prove themselves before they switch on to the opposing side of defense. The main idea is to walk out of this situation with the best case scenario, which is going to be a 3-3. Worst case, you go up to that 5-1 situation, and that middle ground obviously being that 4-2. Now, what I seen from that first round could have just been something of fluke. Something where it all just clicked one time, and that was it. Or we were seeing something where they have the idea of the execution, but they just don't have the team resources or coordination to be able to execute upon that. I mean, TSG, they are an aggressive team. And once they get aggressive, they don't let off the gas. And once you let them build up the momentum from the previous rounds, it'll become a problem. Flotation Station shut out that aggression in the beginning, but now they have slowed down. They're stalling, and now TSG is claiming the lead off of that problem. 3-1 the scoreline. A Roamer and Lounge will be able to play verticality onto Electrical as he takes his sweet old time. This time, Rin not playing Warden magically. Rin almost meeting his maker nice and early, but has enough. Blackbeard finally being reintroduced to the lineup as they will be attacking that command center site. We've seen him 3 times this game, and 3 times has been every time they've went up to that second floor. Conquer falls first to that rafters window. Waits to get finished, will hop in, but Mystic will get a refrag in the meantime. Shot in the side of the head. That'll be Rin and Mookie. Rain it back on in, and that will be 3 fatalities here for the attackers to the 1 for Mookie. Wait a way to bring it back in. Slasher makes this a 3v1. Rin on the ground will be a 4v1 if they can res him. But holy, now you need to be able to bait out the first ban, but apparently not as that C4 is delivered to your front doorstep. TSG on a terror run as they now claim the 4-1 lead, and they are having a great time on Nighthaven defense. He said nice catch, cheer. I should start doing interviews, but we got to see about that. 4-1, 3-round difference in between, and 1 before we switch on to the attack for TSG. Basement yet again. Let's see how they'll be able to do it. They're having a grand old time on Nighthaven. I mean, it literally looks like their second home at this point. The only problem with this site is they got too aggressive on that last man, and instead of searching for him, that plant went down. As now, Floatation Station bring 2 shield ops for the first time since the beginning of the game. Rin looking to get aggressive here, will connect, and oh my god, looks to double down and will find a second. Oh, Rin, that might just be the highlight of the game, as now you'll even find the third man. There's no way you'll fly down on him. It looks like he knows, and there's no possible way you win that gunfight. Double team between the Lion and the Monty will even it, but not quite yet. You've taken care of Rin, but you've lost your Ash and your Blackbeard in the meantime. 2 of your entries have now been taken care of, and the spearhead of your attack has now been dull. Looking for that quick and swift entry, but Vigil evades the scanners. Caviera on the roam, and they are looking to inflict some damage they can't come back from. Verticality now being established, giving up his position. The reactions, nobody's reacted to that. As somehow, Kanji doesn't see that man at distance, but now, there you go. That pinch yet again between the Lion and the Monty will help out. Close range between Finka and Mookie. It'll be Mookie to fall, wholly on the headshot, and that'll be somehow Floatation Station to reclaim the lead. Quick flank, will grab 1. Omonti, you're in a bad spot now. Continue to protect your teammate. Looks to close out the space, but will get shut out instead. Cheek for the next. 2 kills for him as he looks to end out the round here. Could just rain on in, but the triple kill is enough to call it. And it's Rin Cheek to call out the round. 5-1 is the score line as we switch on in. Let's take a look at that one more time. That was just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you just cannot allow this to happen. You are allowing him to essentially run out, find one, double down, and say, yeah, I'm going to go for that next. I love the confidence from him, though, and I mean, what a way to recognize it. Legion Maverick taking the first 2 bans. A little bit of an interesting pick, but again, this game could be well done before we get to that 3rd ban. Could look like a traditional 2-ban game for either side here, as TSG are looking to grab an insane lead. We thought we could have seen an upset for the ages here, but it looks like TSG are soaring high of the standings. A 3 extra point to your team is just something that you can never turn down. As I try to wrap my head around what we've been seeing, like, the banter from the Twitch chat, the banter from the in-game chat, I mean, it honestly is the best thing I've ever seen. We got everybody clowning each other, and it just makes the game so much better. It just makes me so happy to be able to be a part of Siege X. From the ranked perspective, it might suck. I think there was a glitch on console that forced PC players into console lobbies. Can you imagine? PC players in console lobbies, and I firsthand had to deal with this. But anyways, TSG claimed that 5-1 lead, and now Flotation Station play a game of dig yourself out the hole that you can't come back from. They're now on the attack. I mean, we've seen TSG with Blackbeard in their hand. They know how to attack him. They know how to get aggressive. Mystic, I really don't know what you were trying to do. You have Azami granted, and you left it out the roster, and you paid the dear old price. First blood in favor of Sneeze. Quick entry from the Ram doesn't work out here. Slasher taking some damage, but Kanji will find a fatality onto Rin. Raining out in, the defenders look to get lucky here. Try to find that 3rd Slasher, making it very easy. A double team between the Aqua Door and the window will take care of business. 4v2, and Flotation Station finally looking grouped up here. We're fed by TSG, granted, but as of now, I mean, this is the closest they've gotten to making a statement on the last 4 rounds they've lost. They've lost 5 straight, by the way. Smokes floating in. It looks like they're going to stay committed to the push of Aqua. Pixel now taken care of as the shield is now taken care of. Oh my god, Mookie. Looking to thread that needle. 1 man on the flank, and it's now a 1v3 situation. Now, knowing Mookie, it's achievable, but still, they know they need to get the rounds out, and there's no way they're going to jeopardize this by ego-challing the guy who's been trying to get in their mind for the last 4 rounds. Mookie, you've been trying to speak all game, and you've been doing it, trying to bait up by that drone, trying to do something here for your team. Ella takes care of the drone, but now, Mute, do you get baited? No, you don't, because that is just an unwinnable situation. You swing off the Grisma on a double contest here, and there's enough space between the two where he can't flick or collat you guys. Beautiful swing off from Flotation Station. TSG kind of just fed the bodies there, and it looks like they've closed out the difference. 3. I just feel like I'm back in the console tournament. I mean, it's where I started, but I didn't think it was going to be the same. Now, taking a look here at the rosters of Flotation Station. They now have Scopos mixed up with the Vigil. Vigil, a beautiful operator, and has been the trademark for roaming for the longest time ever. Now, Scopos, a newer introduction into the Rank 2.0 scene, but she is also a very ideal operator. Let me tell you why. She has impacts. She also has a heavy-hitting AR, And when you switch off of the first to the second drone, your HP gets reset. Now, if you can't say that's broken, then I don't know what is, because you have a robot who can teleport. A basement hold is the name of the game. They'll have the Dokkaebi mixed up here with the Deimos, looking to deal some heavy damage. As they look to open up the walls first, they will have the Kaid and they will have the Bend. The question is, does he have an Electroclaw in hand? Looks to trick it, but you're too late to that occasion. And one will be opened up here. Animus opened up, a denial for a C4, but just completely missed here. Deimos in the entry of Animus, and a little bit of a whip from Kanji opens it all up here. Flotation Station, they have now been found. That is 2 gaps they have addressed and capitalized upon, and they've yet to be refragged. A 5 body count to a 3 for the defenders is going to become a problem here. As they look to address the snipe. Sneeze just making the headers even worse as he just walks down Cargo. Quickly traded out here. Now you'll have Holy trying to get aggressive. He'll find the second as well. Oh yeah, Holy. He needs to get active here, and that's the aggression you need from a defender once they need to even out the man count. But Mookie, the inevitable, will take care of one, but it'll be Rin to take care of the next. Sleep 4 gives you that fighting chance, but a 1v2 with these attackers, with the confidence they have, undeniable. Beautifully opened up here. Holy gave his team that fighting spirit by that double swing onto the Animus door. Still became a problem though, because we're still on that match point. No teamwork being seen. I mean, you cannot lose those gunfights, Kanji. You have one of the most heavy-hitting defensive weapons when we're speaking in the terms excluding the buckshot shotguns. You have a slug shotty in your hand and you just whiffed 30 bullets. That'll become a problem, especially on the 6th scoreline once you are defending. You've been granted that olive branch to defend, but you've just not capitalized upon it. Excuse me. This guy Mookie's still going. Basement yet again. They'll bring the same exact roster. Hopefully they'll have some buffs or changes to the way they'll be playing it. I don't want to speak over the all chat at this point. It just feels like it's a classic thing to say. But I mean, he does raise some very good points. I mean, your entries statistically are not looking the best. You guys were falling short every single time when it came to getting in the building. The Cade Claw shot out here. I mean, that's kind of what happens when you throw down an Electric Claw. You can shoot it from the other side. I mean, that's smart. But now you put yourself in a tricky situation. You've wasted some time, but the other Selma charge is going to do the damage. Now, Breach will be opened up here, and the question is, have they opened up Animus? They look to push in through Exo this time around. Vigil looking to rotate as well. Guga is going to be put in a little bit of a rat spot here and might be able to capitalize. 3 defenders now left on that first floor. The first call will get used out here as Mookie, boots on the ground, looks to be walking in through cafeteria all by himself, and Rin is on the other side, just addressing Cargo. You have 3 roamers, and none of them have found him. Sneeze gets taken care of, but in the meantime, that's a refrag on the first floor. Mookie looking to walk down. They'll be just contesting Exo. Rin is already down and now into Cargo. Walks into the site, deals the damage. Holy gets a refrag, but Slasher capitalizes. Kanji building off, looking to get his finish, but unaware. I mean, do you guys have comms or all have you forgot your headsets at home? I mean, you would have thought they're listening to a Nintendo DS. As now we find ourselves in a 2v1 situation. Make it 3 if you count the man who's downed. 6-2 is the scoreline. 90 seconds left, and Mystic is left all by his lonesome to try to address that diffuser. Can get past that first barricade. Ring around the Rosie as Rin looks to find a kill of his own, but is unaware of where he is. Slasher taking it easy. I mean, it's 5 and 6. He could get a 6 to make himself even, but he is just relaxing. Game of Ring Around the Rosie here for Mystic. Will be able to try and find one, but you could have just held down on the trigger and it would have worked out for you. Rin continuing to swing because you're 11 and 4. You have nothing else to lose. A 4-round difference, and that will be game as the trade takes to the 7-2, and that's the match. Toxicity, toxicity. Oh, who doesn't love some toxicity? What is one to say, ladies and gentlemen? What is one to say? I mean, from your entries to allowing one man to run out twice off of command and get 2 kills, it becomes a problem when you can't play like a team. When the cohesiveness is broken on the defensive side, it's a problem. And it's not like that was something that was new. Once Rin and Mookie got into their heads off of the toxicity, off of shooting the bodies so early on into the game, they were doomed. They got 1 round in the beginning stages, and that was the opening round. And then once they got that first response in the second round of defense, it became a problem because the scoreline's already 5-2. How are you going to be able to capitalize upon that? But, I mean, questions for the standings, ladies and gentlemen. Taking a look at the standings as we mentioned them, you'll have True Synergy Gaming to mount the top of the bracket now with another 5-round difference getting added on to their standings. They'll now go up to 9 points, and Flotation Station will remain at the same. I mean, what a game that was. I have no idea what to be able to say to that. But as always, I have been Sino, your caster. I haven't been here in a while. I mean, I was doing the finale grand finals. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. We'll be back with a doubleheader potentially tomorrow for Neurostrike. The playoffs are in the near future. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later.